Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that originated in Greece. It offers a powerful framework for navigating life's challenges. Stoicism emphasizes virtue, reason, and living in harmony with nature. At its core, Stoicism teaches us that true happiness and fulfillment come from within, from mastering our thoughts and emotions. It is a philosophy of inner strength and resilience. Stoicism is incredibly relevant today. We live in a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain. Stoicism provides us with tools to face adversity with courage and grace. By understanding and applying Stoic principles, we can cultivate a deep sense of inner peace regardless of external circumstances. One of the most powerful aspects of Stoicism is its ability to boost self-confidence. When we focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, we empower ourselves. We stop feeling like victims of circumstance and start taking ownership of our lives. Stoicism teaches us to accept what we cannot change and to focus on what we can. This acceptance is not passive resignation, but a recognition of the limits of our control. By letting go of what we cannot influence, we free ourselves to focus on what truly matters. The Stoics believe that the only true control we have is over our own minds. External events, our possessions, reputations, even our health are ultimately outside our direct control. We can influence these things, but we cannot guarantee any particular outcome. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, famously said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them." This quote highlights the essence of Stoic thought. It's not events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretations and reactions to them. When we attach our happiness to external factors, we become vulnerable to disappointment and anxiety. If we pin our self-worth on achieving a certain goal, we set ourselves up for potential failure and self-doubt. Stoicism teaches us to detach our well-being from these external outcomes. Instead of seeking external validation, Stoicism encourages us to focus on our internal state. By cultivating virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance, we build a strong inner foundation. This inner strength then becomes the source of our confidence and resilience. The Stoics believed in living in accordance with nature. This means aligning ourselves with the rational order of the universe and accepting the natural course of events. This acceptance doesn't mean we shouldn't strive to improve ourselves or the world around us. Living in accordance with nature involves recognizing that everything is interconnected. Our actions have consequences, and we are part of a larger web of life. This interconnectedness should inspire us to act with wisdom and compassion. One way to live in accordance with nature is to focus on what is truly essential in life. The Stoics believed that material possessions, status, and external validation are ultimately fleeting and unimportant. What truly matters is our character, our actions, and our relationships with others. By simplifying our lives and focusing on what is truly important, we can reduce anxiety and increase our sense of freedom. We become less dependent on external validation and more confident in our own values and choices. Acceptance is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. It is the willingness to face reality as it is, without resistance or denial. This doesn't mean we have to like or approve of everything that happens. It simply means acknowledging what is true in the present moment. The Stoics understood that resistance to reality is futile. Fighting against what is only creates unnecessary suffering. When we accept what is, we free ourselves from this struggle and open ourselves up to new possibilities. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote reminds us that acceptance is not about giving up, but about focusing our energy where it matters most, on our own thoughts and actions. By practicing acceptance, we cultivate a sense of peace and tranquility. We learn to navigate challenges with greater ease and resilience, knowing that we can handle whatever life throws our way. Section 5. The dichotomy of control, a Stoic exercise for building confidence. The dichotomy of control is a powerful Stoic tool for managing our emotions and building confidence. It involves consciously dividing things into two categories: what we can control and what we cannot. This simple exercise can have a profound impact on our well-being. When we focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, we empower ourselves. We take responsibility for our own lives and stop feeling like victims of circumstance. This sense of agency is a key component of self-confidence. On the other hand, when we worry about things outside our control, the weather, the opinions of others, or the past, we create unnecessary stress and anxiety. These worries drain our energy and prevent us from focusing on what truly matters. The dichotomy of control is not about becoming passive or indifferent. It's about directing our energy effectively. By recognizing the limits of our control, we can focus our efforts on what we can influence, leading to greater effectiveness and peace of mind. Section 6. Overcoming fear and anxiety through Stoic practice. Stoicism offers practical strategies for overcoming fear and anxiety, emotions that can significantly impact our self-confidence. The Stoics believed that fear is often rooted in our perception of events rather than the events themselves. One Stoic technique for managing fear is negative visualization. This involves imagining the worst-case scenario of a situation we fear. While this might seem counterintuitive, it can actually help us prepare for challenges and reduce our anxiety. By mentally rehearsing how we would handle a negative outcome, we build our resilience and reduce the fear of the unknown. We begin to see that even if the worst were to happen, we would be able to cope. This realization can be incredibly empowering. Another Stoic practice for managing fear is to focus on the present moment. Worrying about the future or dwelling on the past only amplifies anxiety. By bringing our attention to the present, we can ground ourselves in the here and now. Section 7. Mindfulness, a Stoic tool for the present moment. Mindfulness, the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment, is deeply intertwined with Stoic philosophy. The Stoics recognized the importance of being fully present in our lives rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. When we practice mindfulness, we become more aware of our thoughts and emotions. We observe them without judgment, acknowledging their presence without letting them control us. This awareness allows us to choose how we respond to challenges. By cultivating mindfulness, we can interrupt negative thought patterns and emotional reactivity. We become less likely to get caught up in anxiety or self-doubt. This increased self-awareness is a valuable tool for building confidence and resilience. Mindfulness also helps us appreciate the present moment. When we're constantly focused on the future or the past, we miss out on the beauty and richness of the present experience. By savoring the present moment, we cultivate gratitude and contentment. Section 8. The importance of virtue in Stoic philosophy. Virtue, according to the Stoics, is the sole good. It is the ultimate goal of life and the source of true happiness. The four cardinal virtues in Stoicism are wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Wisdom involves seeking knowledge, understanding, and sound judgment. Justice encompasses fairness, honesty, and treating others with respect. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to face challenges and act in accordance with our values, even when it's difficult. Temperance involves moderation, self-control, and balance in all areas of life. The Stoics believed that by cultivating these virtues, we become the best versions of ourselves. We develop a strong moral compass and live with integrity. This inner strength naturally leads to greater self-confidence. When we know we are acting in accordance with our values, we feel a sense of peace and fulfillment. We are less dependent on external validation because our self-worth comes from within. This inner confidence allows us to face challenges with courage and resilience. Section 9. Stoicism in action, building confidence every day. Incorporating Stoic principles into our daily lives doesn't require drastic changes. It's about making small, consistent choices that align with Stoic values. Here are a few practical steps to get started. Practice the dichotomy of control. When you feel stressed or anxious, ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, let it go. Focus your energy on what you can influence. Use negative visualization. Imagine the worst-case scenario of a situation you fear. Then consider how you would handle it. This mental rehearsal can help you prepare for challenges and reduce anxiety. Cultivate mindfulness. Take a few minutes each day to focus on your breath, your senses, or the present moment. Observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, allowing them to pass without controlling you. Reflect on Stoic quotes. Keep a few Stoic quotes handy and reflect on their meaning throughout the day. The wisdom of these ancient philosophers can provide guidance and inspiration. Keep a journal. Write down your thoughts and reflections on Stoic principles. Journaling can help you process your experiences, identify patterns, and track your progress. Remember, Stoicism is a journey, not a destination. It's about continuous self-improvement and striving to live a more virtuous and fulfilling life. By incorporating these practices into your daily routine, you can build unshakable confidence and navigate life's challenges with resilience and grace.